everybody and welcome again to Tutorials Point. Well, there are certain people who have an amazing way of speaking. We just love speaking to them. Their language is so much fun to hear. Have you ever given a thought as to why does that happen? Well, here is the secret. That is precisely because of their vocabulary. And vocabulary not always, means that you have to use heavy words. Rather, you use kind of fun-filled, light-hearted words in your day-to-day language rather than repeating the same words time and again. Precisely why we have made this video for you so that your language also becomes fun to hear. Well, in this video, we are going to discuss about certain words which are going to make your language fun to hear. Let's go ahead and see what are various words which you can inculcate in your day-to-day language so that it becomes amazing experience, it becomes an amazing experience for anyone or everyone whoever is talking to you. Well, this brings us to the very first fun-filled amazing word, which is dollop. Well, what is dollop? Dollop is nothing but a scoop, right? It could be a dollop of butter, a dollop of an ice cream, right? So, for example, he served the cake with a dollop of an ice cream. So now next time, whenever you are eating an ice cream, rather than just saying give me a scoop of ice cream, you also could say that give me a dollop of an ice cream. So again, a different alternative. Isn't it a good idea to use it rather than using the same word again and again? So here is the next word which you also would love to use in your language, and that is doodle. Well, doodle is nothing but just mindless scribbling or drawing, which usually we do whenever we are kind of sitting idle or our brain is occupied with thoughts and we are just trying to find out an alternative. So instead of just saying that I was sitting and scribbling on the pad of paper, you better say I was just doodling around. Why are you doodling around, my dear friend? Don't you have some work to do? So, now you have a different word to describe the same situation which you before did not know. Now here is the next word which also is going to make your language fun to hear, and that is doozy. Well, doozy is something which is extraordinary, right? It could be used in any sense, extraordinarily amazing or extraordinarily bad. Now it is completely up to you as to how you want to use it. Well, usually it is used to describe something that is amazingly good, right? So though the entire series was amazing, was a complete binge watch, but the last episode was doozy, right? So what you mean is that it was extraordinarily amazing. So now here you have an alternative, and of course something that is absolutely fun-filled, and I'm sure you would just love to use it. Well, that brings us to the next amazingly fun-filled word, and that is festooned. Well, what is festooned? Festooned means decorated or decked up, right? Like usually we do during time of a celebration, we just deck up a room, right? So the complete room was festooned with balloons. So now whenever you have a birthday celebration and you just see something that is completely decorated, you would rather call it festooned instead of decorated. A different word rather than the same and boring word which you could use. Now here is another interesting fun-filled word, and that is flummoxed or befuddled. Well, flummoxed or befuddled, both are actually, they mean the same. And what they actually mean is when you are completely confused and lost, right? You don't know now what to do. You are completely in a state of fix, right? You're discombobulated. So, hearing him speak about that entire product completely befuddled me because his way of explanation was so poor. So next time someone ends up confusing you, you better might want to tell them you have completely befuddled me, and I'm sure that is going to make them realize what they are doing. Well, here is the last but not the least fun-filled word which you also could use in your language, and that is finicky. Well, there are certain people who are very, very picky and choosy about anything and everything under the sun, right? Now, finicky precisely is a word that is used to describe such people, and I'm sure while I'm talking about it, you are reminded about many such people. At least I am, for sure, right? So when you're very, very picky and choosy about a certain thing, that is when you might be called as finicky, right? For example, she is very, very finicky about the kind of food that she eats, or he's very finicky. He's very finicky about dressing up a certain way. So this is the contextual usage of this word, which I am sure is gonna make your language fun to hear. So friends, these are a few words which I'm sure are gonna help you a lot to make your language amazingly fun-filled. We'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with tutorials, point and tutorics. Have a good day.